So recently I had a bit of a whirlwind of emotions. If you know anything about me watching my game room tours or anything like that, I often like to show off my dot hack shelf. I'm a huge dot hack fan. The original quadrilogy of games is awesome. The GU series is awesome. They remade the GU series on the PS4, which I own. It is fantastic. I'm a huge fan. It's like the original, help, I'm trapped in a video game world thing. I've always loved it. And when they announced the Dot Hack GU, set coming to Switch, I went nuts, right? I mean, I was like, oh my god, finally I can play these games on the Switch. I knew it could handle it. I mean, the original trilogy of the GU series was on the PS2. So I'm like, man, easy peasy, easy money, I'm gonna get this. And then, on top of all of that, Bandai announced, around December, hey, there's going to be a physical copy, but it's through the Bandai website only. Now, didn't bother me a bit. I pre-ordered day one, and I was looking at it. It comes with the game, comes with the soundtrack, comes with the book. Pretty excited, although I was a little disappointed when I found out that it was a loose collector's edition, especially now since I've seen a few people kind of unbox it, where it's literally just a bubble mailer and their books were bent and stuff. Pretty upset, but like I said, I pre-ordered day one. I didn't care. I was ready to get it. You know, it's full price, with the physical copy being $60, even though the digital version was $40. But to me, with a soundtrack and a physical copy of the game, I was all in. Then I was waiting, and realized I never got a shipping notification. So I went to my email. Nothing abnormal, so I go to the website. They canceled it. They canceled my delivery. I don't know why. I sent them an email saying, why did you cancel my physical copy of the game? They're like, oh, we're sorry, but hey, just go ahead and buy it again. And I was about to, until I found out that PlayAsia has a similar collector's edition that was English, region free. However, it came with one stark difference, and that is an actual damn sweet ass box. So it was the same price shipped as the Bandai one, the American one that was loose and people got bent books. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but what I want to do today is unbox this thing for y'all, and I'm gonna pop it in to really make sure that it is in English. But if so, I'm gonna probably think this is the superior version. But hey, let's not take any more word for it. Let's actually open this guy up right now and see what's going on. So, like I said, I have been looking forward to this game, and I'm really hoping that I don't regret not getting the American version. But, you know, I will say that straight out the gate, this thing is packaged insanely. This is some really thick plastic. I almost feel bad cutting it. I'm like, is there a way to open this? But it's not. It looks like it's actually sealed, so you're gonna have to cut it to get in. But I like that it comes in a box, because that is half the battle for me, is that. I am telling you. So, start the cut. Get into this guy. Oh, you know what? Dummy me, there was a way to open the plastic. Look at that. How stupid am I? Either way, it's cut now, so too late. Anyway, here is what you got. And, yeah, so you have a little leaflet thing, which I guess just keeps the outside kind of nice and safe. But this is what the box looks like. The art is awesome. Haseo looks cool as hell. The back is great. I mean, this whole thing's cool. It has all the characters. And this is what you see on the inside. So let's go ahead and pull these things out. We have a full soundtrack. So the best of, well, I guess it's not the full soundtrack, but the best of GU soundtrack. And this has, I'm assuming, a pretty good amount of amalgamation of good hits from the game. And then we have the game itself, a spacer, and the book, which feels pretty thick. Put the spacer back in. So the book is pretty dang thick. I'll move the soundtrack up yonder. Just because we're here, let's go ahead and open up the game. Obviously, since this is a Japanese version, it has, the Japanese rating on it and all the writings in Japanese on the back. But this does have all 3 games in it. And the special bit they added when they did recode the last time, the 4th thing. But let's just in case, I mean, you never know if Bandai did something cool and added something on the inside. Looks like no, but they do have really awesome art on the inside, and if you've played this game, it's amazing. So, anyway, I can't wait to pop this in. But first things first, let's look at this book, and this does have the same plastic, so I know better now to open it the right way. Now the book will be backwards because it's Japanese, but it's a paperback book, but it looks like it has like a little cover to it. That's kind of neat. Let's just go through. Looks like it has like a manga type. Yeah, wow, it's like a full manga. I wonder if this is what the American one has. I'm not sure. But that's what this is. This is just a full manga. I thought this was an art book. It's all in Japanese, so, you know, it's a bummer that I can't read it. But that said, you know, I think the box outweighs the book to me because, you know, even if I got the American version, I would, you know, maybe like roll through it once and like, oh, that was cool, and then it forever goes on the shelf and I don't care anymore. And so, you know, what's the difference between that and this? But yeah, that's everything that you get in this guy. And put this book back in. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is kind of the cooler version, because once again, I don't like the idea of the loose collector's edition. If I had bought if I had kept my canceled one and got it uncanceled, I wouldn't have gotten this. And this is what stores everything comfortably. So, you know, what would I rather have? A bunch of loose crap like Bland Wonderworld, where I'm just kind of sit it on the shelf and hope to God it works out? Or would I rather have a box to store it all in? To me, the choice is quite obvious. I'd much rather have a box to store it all in. But, you know, hey, let's go check out the game real quick. And just make sure that everything's on the up and up as far as this thing being in English. So I was awesomely surprised. When you pop in this game, all the text is completely in English by default, so you don't even need to navigate to like maybe like a first menu to switch it from Japanese to English. It's English from default. However, the voices are default Japanese. So just to let you know what's in this thing, you have all 3 GU games plus the 4th chapter that they made just for this set, originally released on the PS4. But so you got basically all 4 games. You have the little data companion bit, and you have a movie which actually spoils some stuff. So you get a lot with this. I mean, you get a whole lot with this. And if you ever played the Dot Hack games, like, they're not short, so you get a lot of game, a lot of content. If you go in originally, like I said, just the default settings is this right here. So it's Japanese voices and but with English subtitles. So I mean, if you prefer the original voices just subtitled, then that's the default. But as easy as going to the options and switching it to English, you can get the same exact thing with the English voice acting. Normally, like when it comes to like anime and stuff, I usually watch subtitled stuff, but I actually played these games when I was younger, and I'm kind of used to the American voices. So just for my own personal experience, I'm going to be playing this one in English, which typically is not normal for me, but regardless, that's what I'm going to do. And it's an easy option switch, and like I said, it's all in English, so it's like you don't even need to go hunting for it. But other than that, I mean, you know, for those of you who don't know what this game is, it's an action RPG, you know, special moves, all sorts of fun stuff, a really immersive world. I'm just going to show a little bit of gameplay here just so you kind of get the gist of it. This is like literally the very absolute start of the game. So it's really cool. The plot is wild. Like, I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm just going to say, you know, what you learn literally in the first 15 minutes. You know, the first 15 minutes, you start out the game as just a new character. 2 guys are like, hey, we're going to help you out, and they show you how to play the game. Turns out that they're PKers or player killers, and they're just doing this just because for the kicks. So they go to kill you. You get saved, and you know, you don't really know what's going on. And then it like hard fast forwards like some unknown amount of time. In that amount of time, you have become known as a PKK, which is a player killer. And you're like a beast. You wreck shop, all sorts of stuff. But apparently, you are all about player killing player killers. Not because you, you know, it happened to you, but more because you had a good friend who was playing this game, who was PK'd by someone named Tri-Edge. And when that happened,
she got put in a coma. So you're trying to find this Tri-Edge character and, wipe him out. And after, I mean, there's a lot of cinematics in the beginning. So after you, like, knock down, like, a good, like, 10, 15 people like a boss, because you're, like the devil now, you end up finding Tri-Edge. And if you look, Tri-Edge looks hauntingly familiar to the first 4 Dot Hack games, the original series. Either way, he more or less looks like he data drains you. So if you played the original games, you know what that's all about. But this thing just goes into a crazy amount of intrigue that spans 3, really 4 games now. So it is definitely worth your time checking out. I highly recommend this series, even if you don't buy the physical copy from PlayAsia or Bandai directly. It's actually even cheaper digitally, $40, and I know this is going to be one of those games where Bandai sales happen all the time. You're going to be able to grab this for $30, maybe even less. So, I highly, highly recommend this game.
You know what? At the end of the day, I believe I made the right choice. I don't know what you guys think, but you know what? The nice box, the fact that it's the same game, I can play it easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's I guess a shame that the book is in Japanese, but I mean, I'm here for the art anyway. I'm not trying to, whatever. But hey, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, because I think I made the right choice here. And maybe if you were on the fence and don't want to go through Bandai Namco's like absurd, website for a loose collector's edition, maybe you will jump into the PlayAsia one like I did. Because like I said, it's the same base price. It really ended up being cheaper because they didn't charge you an arm and a leg for shipping. Bandai was like wanting like $20 shipping or something. So hey, like I said, that's my experience. Hopefully you guys get a similar one. That's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It would be oh so cool. But hey, as always, my friends, take it easy.